Welcome back to the Paranormal Roundup, the series where we give you guys the rundown on absolutely everything that is going on in the paranormal world over the past few days. And when I say we've got a crowned episode, I know I say it every single bloody week, but this week I genuinely mean it, because we've got two huge paranormal pages going toe to toe and back and forth in and beefing with one another. Paranormal Files capturing a dark entity that genuinely scared the living daylights out of him. The Paranormies finally breaking their silence on their new TV show. Apple and Android using AI to bring dead parents back. Jasko being attacked by demons, and Jasko also having a haunted item stolen, alongside clip of the week and creator of the week. So yeah, I did warn you. I promised you it was a crammed episode. And with all of that said, let's get straight into it. So for our first story, we've got Finders Beepers and Ghost Theory going toe to toe on Instagram, Twitter, and also over on YouTube, having a little bit of a spat, bit of a back and forth. Now, it's not as bad as everyone thinks. There's no drama, there's no bad blood between these two pages. You're going to find out in this video posted by Finders Beepers 5 days ago that simply captioned Ghost Theory suck, which, you know, piqued a lot of people's interest with this reel. Check it out right here.
Call to action. Every single Finders Beepers follower needs to help us out. We've just been challenged by the channel Ghost Theory to hit 100,000 subscribers.
Wait, hang on, no, right, race to 100k, best channel wins. Well, we're going to win now, aren't we? Oh, that's
They've been slagging us off.
You know those beepers? We've really been having an issue with them, haven't we, from up north?
They've been saying some horrible things about Andy, and I am not standing for it.
I think what you need to do is go unsubscribe to them entirely and just then...
I've got a better idea. Go and subscribe to them just so you can see how crap their videos are.
So we need to get over 100,000 well before they do. Get your mother, your brother, your uncle, your auntie. I am not standing for those two southern weirdos telling us they can beat us.
Right, I've only got one issue with this. Southern weirdos. There's nothing wrong with us southerners. In fact, we're the best breed out there. Far better than the northerners, far better than the midlanders. The southerners, FTW. But it does go a lot deeper than this, because there's been so much back and forth, honestly, over the past few days. It's been absolutely hilarious to watch. So Finders Beepers on their Instagram account, which we're on right now, is obviously, that's where this whole thing started. But then, a couple of days ago, Ghost Theory put a post up on their community page on YouTube that simply said, as you might have guessed, we are at war with another channel right now. A channel that thinks they will reach 100k before us. A channel who has no idea of the power of the ghosties us ghosties possess. They have spoken out against us, and now it's our turn. We will get our revenge. We will make them suffer. We will eat their dog if it comes to it. Finders Beepers, we're coming for you. You live quite far away from us though, so give us some time. And that is literally, like, I'm absolutely loving this. Like, these two pages, who I believe are on very similar subscriber counts. Ghost Theory, at the time of recording, being on 47.1, and then Finders Beepers, History Seekers, being on 51.9, so it's very tight. It is incredibly tight. That's what she said. But, you know, I love this. A little bit of friendly competition never hurt anyone, and, you know, a bit of a friendly back and forth with one another, because, you know, this kind of thing does genuinely work, and, you know, the subscribers in the community really want to help out both channels. But what side of the fence are you on? Are you Team Finders Beepers, or are you Team Ghost Theory? Maybe we should have them on a Paranormal Roundup episode where we do, like, you know, when the boxers do face-offs and they just, like, chat shit about one another, back and forth. Let's do that. Finders Beepers, Ghost Theory, that is an open invitation for you to come on our channel to back and forth with one another. That would be lit. That would be so good. But yes, let me know down in the comments, which team are you? Are you Team Finders Beepers, Team Ghost Theory? Who's going to reach 100k first? I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. But moving on to our next story, we've got the Paranormal Files, who over on Twitter, on the 23rd of July, put this tweet out, which was a bit unlike Paranormal Files, because, you know, Colin's usually quite a stoic, quite a chilled dude. He's quite like, you know, happy-go-lucky kind of person. But tomorrow's video really scared me. Not in a physical jump and scream type of way, but more so in the way that as a dark and evil entity was inside my head, showing me visions of death and murder, and trying to actively get me to physically harm one of my fellow investigators. And my visions were confirmed through the independent evidence that night. I'm serious. Watch this one with caution. This thing is evil. That is insane. Like I said, Colin, happy-go-lucky guy, pretty chill, pretty laid back, you know, kind of cool as a cucumber. For something to scare Colin, it's got to be pretty darn scary. And yesterday, or 2 days ago, sorry, at the time of recording, on Monday, just gone, Colin uploaded the video, Demon Caught on Camera at the Hinsdale House Failed Exorcism. And you know it's going to be a good video when the first thing that pops up is, warning, this film is cursed. That's when you know you're in for a bit of a bumpy ride. Let's check the intro out, and you'll see exactly why Colin was so terrified during this investigation.
Legends of a hanging tree, a pond that has claimed at least one life, hills that are said to hold the graves of countless, one of the most haunted houses in Western New York, the Hinsdale House. Clara and Phil Dandy lived here along with their children in the early 70s. They ultimately called Father Alphonsus.
Performed a structural exorcism of the house. It didn't work, and his advice to the family was to leave. Priest right here, Father Alphonsus, he came here on April 13th, stood kind of right where I'm standing in this living room, and performed a structural exorcism of this house. The exorcism is what made this place kind of famous in the 1970s.
We were here a couple of months ago. During that investigation, I got physically grabbed. We did a blood sacrifice with a Ouija board. Tonight, we're here to push it to the next level. We've hired an actor to come in so we can recreate the exorcism of the home, and we're going to attempt to trap the demon inside.
Come here today to try and cleanse this house.
Demons.
What was that? Our Father who art in heaven. This is gonna piss you off, or it's gonna put you back at bay.
This is the room that the exorcism took place in. What they said is when they started doing the exorcism, the house started shaking and it sounded like a crying noise, screaming noise coming out of the windows.
It is straight up a blood moon coming over the horizon.
What I want to do is have Connor sit in the house, and he's going to do his best to piss this demon off.
Come in here!
That light just burned out.
Oh!
Get the f*** out!
It's in the house!
It's trying to get into me.
Oh!
Dude, that's swinging real hard.
I said it!
These have appeared during the session, bro.
Laura! Laura! That's Laura! No, that's Laura!
There are demons.
Again?
It did!
Die.
Actually, we should probably get out of here.
The kids were playing with a Ouija board in the 1970s and a statue of Mary that came flying off.
A young boy that lived here in the 40s almost got hung in the closet. He went in there to get some things and a belt went around his neck and tried to hang him.
Now, if that doesn't get you hyped, there is nothing that will get you hyped for this video. This video actually is a mammoth. It's an absolute behemoth of a video. 2 hours and 17 minutes and 3 seconds is the length and the runtime. So it's literally like a feature-length film. You've got an actor recreating the exorcism that took place in the house. You've got Exploring with Josh also in the house. So, you know, like a huge collaboration there, which, you know, didn't even make it into the title. So, you know, that shows how huge this is. And then when Colin goes on to speak about something literally possessing him, taking him over and trying to get him to, like, harm the his fellow, like, crew members, absolutely insanity. Now, I'm not about stealing all the content. I'm just here to highlight. So, if you want to check out this full investigation, you need to go over to Colin's channel, The Paranormal Files, of course, as always, linked down in the description, and you can go and check out this full investigation. Trust me, when I say to you, what's going on here? There we go. Trust me when I say to you, it's absolutely worth your time. Colin's a great investigator, always full of professionalism, and, you know, you've got the likes of Exploring with Josh, which is another dynamic to add into the video, and honestly, I watched a majority of this video, maybe about an hour or so, and the first hour was insane, and it was promised that the second hour was literally even better. So I cannot wait to, I'm literally like trying to pie this video off so I can go and continue watching. Anyway, I'm only joking, by the way. Anyway, moving on to our next story. The Paranormies, who have been incredibly silent on every single social media platform. No videos, no content, no nothing. Literally dead radio silence. have actually finally broken their silence on a TV show that they are going to be a part of. So, obviously we've had all the community posts saying, you know, just hold on guys, just hold on, please bear with us, just bear with us, please hold on. We can finally understand what is going on. So on their Instagram story 13 hours ago at the time of recording, live stream tonight on YouTube, they look like they're at like some play park. And then the Paranormies said, go check out Farpoint Films IG. They'll be creating a show called Ghosts Off Grid, a new TV show that follows us going into remote locations. Can't wait to start filming. So this clearly hasn't been started yet, the production hasn't begun, but the boys are incredibly excited, and if they're excited, then I too am very excited. So I went over to the Farpoint Instagram channel, or Instagram page, sorry, and this one was the thing that popped up. Are you troubled by strange noises in the middle of the night? Do you experience feelings of dread in your basement or attic? Have you or your family ever seen a spectre or ghost? If the answer is yes, then you don't wait another minute. Read about our new paranormal ghost hunting show going into production at Playback Instagram just announced. It's called Ghosts Off Grid, and it features YouTube sensations the Paranormies, Jordan and Johnny, going deeper off the grid into unexplored territory to document hauntings and the unexplained, and that most wouldn't dare to investigate. And then there's a couple of links to hear about it. So obviously, me being me, I've gone to check out the full article. So Farpoint Films scares up unique supernatural show. On the 24th of July, Farpoint Films announced today that they are starting the production of a new paranormal investigation 14-episode series, Ghosts Off Grid. Filming will take place throughout Manitoba and Western Canada from now until early 2024. Jordan and Johnny, also known as the Paranormies, are wildly successful on YouTube, are going deeper off-grid. I think we've read most of this. Jordan and Johnny have experience and passion to do something new in the paranormal space that hasn't been done before, said Farpoint Films producer Chris Carney. Audiences will be on the edge of their seat for what they will uncover off the grid. Now, this is huge, and we've got some statements from the lads themselves. We're excited to partner with Farpoint Films and their amazing team, who will help bring a wider audience to the work that we're doing, said Johnny. Though through the use of new exclusive paranormal technology, we will be bursting through the astral plane and on previously undiscovered results that people have never seen before, said Jordan. Absolutely huge stuff. So it's going to be premiering in 2024. 150 hours of scripted and non-scripted shows over the next year. Wow, that's literally huge. So when the lads were telling us just to hold on, they weren't wrong. They weren't wrong at all. They had every right to tell us to hold on, because this is absolutely huge news. And over on their YouTube channel, which I haven't pulled up, which is really bloody annoying, I'm going to say welcome back to the Paranormal Roundup. Shush. Because off by heart I know this stuff. Paranormies. There they are. They did do a live stream over on their YouTube channel, which here, post premiere live. Paranormies have a TV show. Let's talk about it.
The notes made contractually.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why the silence, and that's why oh, here's Daisy. What's up going? Whoa. What's going on, Daisy?
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously we wanted to talk about this a long time ago, but
thanks, man. I'm getting rid of it.
Are you?
I'm trimming it. I might get rid of it. I don't know. I want to look clean cut for the show. I've left it too long. We've been silent for a while. I mean, basically, we did the website thing, and we can get into that a little more later, but pretty much at the same time, that's when like the idea for the TV show really picked up, and that's when we really just kind of had to focus on getting the TV deal done for a few reasons. So
yeah, so kind of it's funny because the TV show happened the exact same week actually that the website was being finalized. So in that same week, we got the email or the message from the guy who made the website. Same week, we got the message, the text from it's Farpoint Films. Is a production company that's going to be putting the show on, and we got this text from him the exact same week saying, "Hey guys, let's do the show." So we didn't know what to do. We wanted to put the website out, and we didn't think that the show would happen as quick as it's going to be happening.
Yeah.
So we just kept the website going in the same direction that it was intended to go, and then it started like the show started snowballing, and they got the name done, they got everything done, they got all the contracts for us done. Like they figured out the direction they wanted to go with it and everything very quick. So
yeah,
it
so
just kind of snowballed in that direction, and kind of it took a bit of a hit on Paranormies, but it's the direction we wanted to go in.
And I think it's the direction that we need to go for a few different reasons. And I think like with the website, it didn't do as well as we needed to do. It still did well, but it wasn't. We were kind of banking on it being the thing that would make enough money that we could like travel, and like off the hop there was just so much negativity, and there wasn't like it didn't hit off as big as we had hoped. So our dreams of kind of traveling so we could still do this were kind of put
into the hands of Farpoint.
Into the hands of Farpoint, and they're actually going to be like paying for us to travel to these places.
Yeah, so
which
we'll be going to like Alberta, West Virginia, Saskatchewan, different places in Manitoba that we wouldn't have been able to go get to anyway. So that's like our dreams of Paranormies kind of became intertwined with Farpoint, and that's essentially how it started too. Is we actually reached out to Farpoint at a time when Paranormies was just like not dwindling, but we were just getting to a point where we needed editors and stuff. So we reached out to them looking for an editor, and they messaged back saying, "How about a TV show?"
Yeah, they were basically immediately hinting at us that they wanted to put us on TV. They just loved our stuff. But we were still kind of like, no, we still want to do the channel because the channel's our baby, right?
So now we're gonna connect the two, and the name of the show is called Ghosts Off Grid. It's not gonna be Paranormies. It's gonna be its own entity.
It's gonna be called Ghosts Off Grid, but we'll still be called Paranormies on the show. Like us as a team, we're still called Paranormies, but the show itself is going to be called Ghosts Off Grid.
Yeah. So we'll be going to more off-grid locations, and then as well as when we get to these locations, we want to shut off the power to the main grid so that we're isolated without any electronics to set off devices, so that we can get a more true reading, into anything that's there. Like, and that's kind of the show right now.
Who owns the content after it's filmed? Well, Farpoint, they own the content. But
I think Super Channel will own the content mostly, because the show's going to be.
Oh yeah, because they're selling the content. Yeah.
Super Channel is the one that's going to be airing the show. So all across Canada, it'll be on TV, and then
Super Channel, like you can watch Super Channel on Amazon Prime. So we will be on the Amazon Prime network.
Yeah, Amazon Prime for sure. And I'm not 100% sure if it'll be on Crave. I know that I'm pretty sure that Super Channel is on Crave as well. So I guess anywhere Super Channel, and Super Channel is also creating a fast channel. I'm not 100% sure how that works, but it'll be on there as well.
I think that's all the details that we kind of needed, but it gives you a bit of insight into where the show's going to be premiered, where it's going to be shown, who's going to be owning the rights to it, where these guys kind of fit into it. I'm honestly really excited for these guys, because I know after talking to them kind of behind the scenes for a long time, this is something that they've dreamt of, trying to get the Paranormies up and running on a network as well as kind of on YouTube. And they have so much passion, and I can speak from experience just from chatting with the Paranormies on a podcast, but also just texting back and forth, the passion that these guys have for their content, for the things that they go and do, for the paranormal in itself, is way above anyone else that I've ever seen. So I'm really chuffed for these guys. I really hope that it does well, and it sounds like they've got a network backing them now, so I feel like the sky is the limit for these guys, and I'm excited to see what the show produces. But moving on to our next story, on the 22nd of July, Drama Alert actually dropped this absolute bombshell that Apple and Android are reportedly trying to bring back dead parents through the use of AI. Parents can sign off their data before they die, allowing them to be reconstructed as chatbots inside a phone. And then they've linked a photo. I'm assuming this person's father's passed away for the point of this kind of promotion, I guess. Hello, how's your Thursday going? It's 5 years since we went on a holiday to Mexico. Make sure you are looking after mum. Miss your dad. And then the next logo is literally just a logo of the Apple symbol. And kind of looking into the comments a bit, it's very hit and miss. Very hit and miss. Basically, some people are for it, some people are against it. Like this person, Kratos, for example, said, morally, I feel like this is wrong, but if some people will get to have that closure feeling, you know, and that's kind of the sentiment. And I did speak to Lainey, who obviously her mum passed away, and she kind of interjected her thoughts to it. And we recorded this when we were down south visiting my parents on the weekend, and this is what she had to say as someone who's lost a parent thinking about this. Here you go.
Here's Lainey, as promised. So, Lainey, Apple and Android are reportedly trying to bring back dead parents through the use of AI. Okay, parents can sign off their data before they die, allowing them to be reconstructed as chatbots inside a phone. So there's an example here that says, hello, how's your Thursday going? It's 5 years today since we went on holiday to Mexico. Make sure you're looking after your mum. And that's from the person's father, and it says, and they've obviously responded saying, miss your dad. So basically you can converse with your dead parents, but I would like to hear your thoughts. I've obviously not lost a parent, so I don't know, but what's your thoughts as someone who has lost a parent?
I don't like it. I think it's weird. I think like for some people it might be a comfort to them, but for me I wouldn't like that, because it's not. So if I was to do this and send this to my mum and get a response, I still know it's not her.
Yeah.
And I think that would make my heart ache even more. Like, I don't think I would find comfort in that. I don't know. And also, like, I want my last memories of chatting with my mum to have been a genuine chat with my mum, not a fake chat through AI. Like, no matter what, it wouldn't be my mum talking. So I think it would make me miss her even more.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, oh, I really wish this was you.
Yeah. But what about the thought of you don't like it?
I think it's weird.
What about the thought of it potentially, like, you know, because the idea of how the AI would work is like it would put the tone and same kind of sentence structure as what your parent would have when they were alive.
Yeah, I know, but it's still not your parent. So like my mum used to send very distinctive text messages, like the way that she would write certain things, certain words and stuff, nobody else does that. So I would know if it was a text from my mum, like if I had to pick from 5 different texts, I'd know which one came from my mum.
Yeah.
But it doesn't take away the fact that it's still not my mum. My mum's passed away. It's just a pretend version of my mum.
Yeah.
And I think that, to me, it's still not her. So like for me, this is like, so like when someone dies, you have the option if you want to go and visit them in like as they lay to rest, like laid out in the chapel of rest, I think it is. And I chose not to go and do that because I knew that would be my last memory of my mum, and that isn't my mum. That's kind of like the shell that was what housed my mum.
And you feel like,
and so then I chose not to go and see her it like that, because I want my last memory of my mum to be of her alive and, you know, our last conversation, not her dead body. So for me, I view that as similar to this, and for me, I don't think this. It's just not for me. I don't think I would take comfort in this. I think it would be it would upset me more, because it would just make me like long for that genuine conversation even more. I text my mum a lot after she died. Obviously I never got any responses. I kept texting her with all my thoughts and feelings while I was grieving her, until it bounced back one day, and obviously it had been cut off then. Like the message had been cut off, or like a phone had been cut off. But I did that because I needed to say those things to her, knowing I wouldn't get a response because she wasn't there. But I think to get a response, I don't know, it just doesn't sit right with me. I'm not here for this. I'm not here for this. If it brings comfort for somebody and it really helps them, then it's a really useful tool. But for me, not for me.
Okay, thanks for your opinions.
Thanks. Thank you for joining my TED Talk.
So yeah, interesting stuff. I personally, I don't feel like I've really got too much I can really interject with. I don't feel like I can really have a point, because I haven't lost a parent, I haven't lost a loved one in that to like that degree, so I don't know. But Lainey makes some fair points in what she said, where, you know, like, yeah, if it offers someone closure, then cool. But morally, again, like just like that comment said, morally, it just feels a bit wrong. And, you know, for Lainey, she wouldn't enjoy it. It's not something that she'd be able to get much out of. But I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this down in the comments below. Do you think this is a good thing that's happening? Or do you think that this should just not be touched and, you know, like, let the mourning process just kind of take its course? I'd like to hear your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. As we move on to our next story, which is Jasko. The night I was attacked by a demon caught on camera, the Haunted Demon Mansion, and this was uploaded 5 days ago at the time of recording, and it's one of Jasko's most popular videos to date. Now we're going to watch the little intro, because Jasko was actually attacked by a demon in this haunted house. Let's check it out.
Ah! Oh my god! What is on my neck? Oh my god, this hurts so bad.
Let's be friends.
What the Oh my gosh! I was scratched. I was marked by a dark entity. I was marked by a demon. Can you please give me a sign and let me know that you're here? What the hell? Oh my gosh! There's like music coming from that room right there. Who's in there? Oh, I don't know if I could do this. I literally don't know if I could do this. The video that you're about to watch has footage from the night where I was attacked, I was scratched, I was marked.
So, honestly, right, I love Jasko. I absolutely love all of his content, and this goes far above and beyond anything that has ever happened to him before. You know, we've had the whole stalker thing. He was stalked by someone after using the dark web and Randonautica, but this, I feel like this goes a lot deeper, a hell of a lot deeper. Being marked and literally, like, stamped by a demon is next level stuff. But it doesn't stop here, as a couple of days after this video was initially uploaded, on his vlogs channel, which is his second channel, he uploaded a video titled Scratched by a Demon Scared for Life, where he kind of breaks down the whole interaction and things with this whole demon, this whole scratching situation. He proper breaks it down, and we get in the head of the investigator. Let's check it out.
7 days ago, I was attacked, I was scratched, I was marked by a demon in this massive haunted house. Before we get into the full explanation of everything that happened, I want you to watch the full clip right here. Okay, okay. Who's doing that? Who just opened that door? Oh! 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 Ah! Oh my God! Oh! Ah! Oh Oh my God. What is on my neck? Oh my God, what is on my neck? Ah, that burns. Oh, I can't even see right now. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh my God, this hurts so bad. Getting out of here. If you want to watch the full clip or that full video of what happened that night to me in that haunted house, go over to my main channel, Jasko. I'll put it on the screen right here, or click the link down in the description below and check it out, because it was one of the most horrifying nights of my life, and I could easily say it was probably the most intense video on my channel of all time. So I wanted to make this video for a couple of reasons. I think something may have followed me home, and I also kind of wanted to give you an update about everything, because I feel like a lot of videos go up on YouTube and then you kind of are just left with a lot of questions. I kind of wanted to make this video to answer a lot of those questions you may have and talk about my experiences that night and to this day, right? Because I still have the gashes on my neck. They're fading, which is great. That's a great sign. However, it hurt. It really did hurt. This was something that genuinely scarred me. Quite literally, I guess. But another big reason why I wanted to make this video that you're watching right now is because that night I was such a miserable mess. I was so negative to the camera, to just everything that, I mean, rightfully so. I mean, I was alone. I didn't have anyone to confide in. And I was kind of just dealing with pain from my neck and a lot of fear for the rest of the home. And a lot of people are probably asking right now, Jazz, why don't you just leave when that happened? Well, guys, it was already late, and I was hours and hours and hours away from home. A couple of nights previous to that, I was filming, and I tried driving in the middle of the night, and I almost fell asleep driving. God, thank God I didn't crash the car. But I told myself from here on forward, I'm going to try to stay the full night whenever I can, or at least until as much morning as I can before I start driving home. Regardless of the fact, I ended up leaving close to around 4 o'clock, 4 something in the morning this night. Anyways, but while we do this video, I'm going to be firing up the Spear Talker just to see if we could get some responses as to anything that did follow me home. So really quick, if there's anybody here with me that would like to communicate with me in regards to the haunted mansion that I was just at, please come forward and let me know. I will not be asking many questions, but I will have this here, this device right here that you can use to inform me of whatever you'd like. So there we go. So let's talk about a couple of things, right? As an investigator, as just anybody who goes into like these haunted places, this is one thing that you always fear, that you never think that it could happen to you until it does.
Okay, I'm going to stop the video there because, again, I don't want to take all of Jasko's content, and I feel like this is something that you need to go over to his channel to check out, and there will be a link to both his main channel, Jasko, and his second channel, Jasko Vlogs, down in the description. He did get some interesting responses through the Spirit Box. We need to keep our eyes peeled on whether this develops, and whether what has followed him home is this evil, negative, demonic spirit, or whether it's the app kind of getting confused. Whether or not, regardless, this is a topic, a hot topic to keep an eye out for, because this could be some serious stuff that Jasko's going through, very serious, and you know, it's left the community quite concerned for Jasko, and rightfully so, because this could be really bad for him, bless him. I have spoken to him since. He's not kind of mentioned anything, and I've seen him on live streams and stuff, and it doesn't seem like there's anything too negative going on. But again, we need to keep our eyes peeled. Again, links to all of these videos will be down in the description, so you can go and check out the full videos for yourselves. Moving forward, it's back to Jasko one last time. This one's a little bit funnier. On the 21st of July, Jasko put on his Twitter page saying, "Imagine I order an insanely haunted item online to get it delivered, but it gets stolen by a thief and now they're stuck with a demon, laughing my ass off." That's actually hilarious. That is like some next level karma. That's like then when Mark Rober did the Amazon thief package thing, and he, like, you know, the glitter bomb inside the package. Like, this is just hilarious. Like, imagine stealing a parcel from someone and it turns out to be a haunted item. Unlucky. Anyway, we're going to move on to clip and creator of the week. For Creator of the Week this week, it goes to Ghost Bros, who, when I asked out over on Twitter, Snap Reactor, who you also need to go and check out. I'll link both of the channels down below. But Ghost Bros is our Creator of the Week, because when I checked them out, they've got some really creepy and eerie paranormal content. Now, they've got their paranormal investigations, the haunted Murray Station homestead, exploring an abandoned basement, all the rest of it. But what also kind of piqued my interest a bit is this thing called The Ghost Toast, which is basically a podcast that they do with paranormal YouTubers. Like, for the example here, they've got Ghost, who are another YouTube channel who we've actually asked to come over on our podcast as well. But I'm going to show you some clips from their podcast because it's kind of what really intrigued me, and it's a nice little kind of mashup of the paranormal investigations, but also the podcast. Check it out right here.
Hey, nice to meet you guys. I'm Nikki.
And I'm Tori.
I'm curious how you guys met.
It's actually a funny story. We became roommates while I was in college. Our apartment was haunted.
We had some really crazy experiences happen in our apartment, and we both were like not bringing it up to each other because we were kind of like, does she believe in this? Does she believe this? You know, kind of a thing. We didn't want to freak each other out, but then like one of us was telling about some sort of ghost something, and we were like, by the way, have you had any experiences in our house? And yeah, there definitely was a ton of stuff. So that's kind of how we started.
And then it wasn't until years later, we were invited on our friend's YouTube video, and we both went, and it was a ghost hunt. We were like, wait, we're actually really good at this.
So I'm going to stop it there because obviously I don't want to take too much of the content. This video is quite a short podcast episode, which I think some people might enjoy. But I'm going to show you one of their paranormal investigations as well, which is the haunting of Hill Forest Museum. Now, what's important to note is their videos aren't massively long. Like, usually you'd see paranormal investigations going for 1, 2, sometimes even 3 hours. These guys don't tend to kind of break the 20-minute threshold. So I'm going to show you this video, just some clips of it, so you can get an idea of these guys, what they do, and me convince you to go over to their channel and subscribe.
Tonight we're at Hill Forest Victorian Museum in Aurora, Indiana. This giant estate was originally built in 1855, owned and maintained by the Gaff family until about 1926 or so. Sometime in the 1920s, it was passed along to the Stark family. And a lot of the artifacts that you'll see within this museum throughout this video are original to the estate. Even if they were removed at some point, there's a lot of stuff that was donated by the Gaff family. There have been 5 confirmed deaths in this house.
When he was doing his intro, you heard a whistle?
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Sound behind us.
And a lot of the artifacts that you'll see within this museum throughout this video are original to the estate. Even if they were removed at some point, are original to the estate.
For any spirits or anybody that's in this house tonight with us, we come with nothing but respect. I have family from this town. I heard about how wonderful this place was, how beautiful it was.
Stevie and I literally just heard like some shuffling or something upstairs.
While we set up our equipment around the museum, Caleb and Trevor leave the spirit box rolling on the top floor. A spirit box uses a radio with a frequency scan, meant to detect EVPs and communicate with spirits.
Hello. We'll be back.
I'm going to stop it there. It gives you guys a bit of an understanding of what these guys are about. And what I like about it personally, with being ADHD to the fucking moon, is this is literally like the long investigation broken down into like a highlight reel which for me is absolutely perfect because it's like literally instantaneous paranormal activity, like literally slapping you in the face for an entire 20 minutes, like bang, 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 bang. There is no mucking about, there is no lulls, there is no dead periods. You literally just straight into paranormal stuff all the time. And that's why you guys need to go over and subscribe to them. They're currently on 4.15 thousand subscribers, which actually, in my opinion, makes them one of the most underrated paranormal pages on the entirety of YouTube, because their content deserves far, far more than that. So if you guys want to go over and subscribe, I'm going to implore you to go over and subscribe. Can we get them to 10,000? That'd be sick. That'd actually be so sick if we could get them there. Because, as you can see, I'm subscribed. I am. So that means that you should also go over and subscribe. Now, I was already subscribed, by the way. I literally unsubscribed so I could literally do that little bit and subscribe so you guys could go over and subscribe. So I hope it was worth it. Anyway, moving on to clip of the week. This week, it was actually something on Twitter that I saw someone tag Casper Site in. I saw it and I was like, whoa, this is insanity. So I'm going to show it to you guys because I want to get your guys' opinion on this because it's pretty fucking cool.
I've never had an issue with ghosts or any weird, unexplainable stuff in my house, but I bought a guitar the other week at a garage sale from this old lady down the street, and every time I pick it up or strum it or play it, really weird shit happens, and I'll show you. That is some Lotus, like, very 80s looking guitar, and every time I strum, like that, shit like that happens every time I mess with this thing. Shit like that.
Right, there you go. So I want to know your thoughts and opinions. Not too much context, I need to deep dive into this page. Seth of 7 year something 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 something. I'm going to link the page down in the description when I find it. So you can go and check out the TikTok page and you can watch this original video, but definitely worth a look because it really piqued my interest and I'd love to hear what your thoughts and opinions are on this. Do you reckon there's an attachment to the guitar? Maybe there's a spirit attached to the guitar. Maybe it's the energy that this paranormal guitar gives. I don't know. I'm speculating, but I'll leave it over to you guys. But that is everything that I've got to cover in this week's Paranormal Roundup. What do you guys think on everything that I've covered in today's episode? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you want to go and check out anything that I've mentioned in this video, as always, the links will be in the description. Go and give some support to these creators and let them know that Lainey and Ben and the Paranormal Roundup sent you. I'd absolutely love to see, especially on like the Ghost Bros. I want you to go over to their channel and in the comments I want to see it flooded with Lainey and Ben sent me. Alright, that's what I want to see, because show them that love, show them that the support that they deserve. But if you guys have enjoyed, be sure to jump to get the hell out of that like button, subscribe if you're new, and tickle my little bell so you get notified whenever we upload. If you've got any stories that you would like us to cover, let us know. Either tweet us, DM us, you know, Facebook us. I don't know if people even use Facebook anymore. Threads, that died, didn't it? That was here for like 20 minutes. Anyway, I hope that you guys have enjoyed, and until the next one, I will spook to you later. Peace.